story time. This one is called Superworm, and it's written by Julia Donaldson and illustrated by Axel Scheffler. I love all Julia Donaldson's stories, but I've never ever read this one. I saw this in our school library, so I thought I'd borrow it. So it's about a superworm. There's our title page. So I've never read this story before. Superworm is super long. Superworm is super strong. Watch him wiggle, watch him squirm. Hip, hip, hooray, the superworm. I thought I was going to be able to read without you today. Help! Disaster! Baby Toad has hopped onto a major road. Oh no! Look! A superworm lasso! Can you see how he saved him? The bees are feeling bored today. They need a nice new game to play. Cheer up, bees. No need to mope. It's Superworm, the skipping rope. Beetle's fallen in the well. Is she drowning? Who can tell? Not to panic. All is fine. I wonder what you think Superworm's going to do. It's Superworm, the fishing line. I actually thought Superworm might go down the well himself. Then toads and beetles, bees and bugs, brothers snails and sister slugs, Uncle ant and earwig aunt, clap and cheer and chant this chant. Superworm is super long, superworm is super strong. Watch him wiggle, watch him squirm. Hip hip hooray for Superworm. The chant is carried on the air to Wizard Lizard in his lair. He mutters in his servant's ear, find that worm and bring him here. The servant crow is black and grim. Everyone is scared of him. They all let out a fearful shriek to see their hero in his beak. Oh no, Scruffy, this is serious. The wizard waves his magic flower. Now, Superworm, you're in my power. You must tunnel, writhe and coil to find me treasure in this soil. Superworm is very cross to have a lizard as his boss. When he tries to slink away, the wizard's magic makes him stay. Oh no! I think Superworm like being free. No trouble. For days he tunnels, twists and winds, but all the treasure that he finds is two small buttons, half a cork, a toffee and a plastic fork. The lizard flicks an angry tail. Have one last try, and if you fail to find the treasure down below, I'll feed you to my hungry crow. Ooh, look at the picture's very dark. When we get to the not very nice bits, the pictures, the illustrations are quite dark and gloomy. The crow is flapping through the night. Everyone looks up in fright to see him perch upon an oak and listen to his dreadful croak. Superworm is good to eat. Superworm's a special treat. He'll be juicy, fat and firm. Hip, hip, hooray, the superworm. I don't know if I like this story. Action! Quickly! At the double! Superworm's in frightful trouble. We must help him if we can. We must hatch a cunning plan. I wonder what they're going to do to save Superworm. The garden creatures leave their home carrying a honeycomb. They jump and fly and crawl and creep. And find the lizard fast asleep. They chew the petals off his flower to rob him of his magic power. The caterpillars fetch some leaves while busily the spider weaves. Think they have got a cunning plan. The web is strong. The web is tough. The web is plenty big enough. The lizard wakes. This isn't funny. I'm wrapped in leaves and stuck with honey. Then up the bees and beetles fly and lift the web into the sky. So there goes the lizard up into the sky. This is the place, and bang, crash, thump, the wizard's in the rubbish dump. And now from somewhere underground there comes a distant rumbling sound. The earth begins to heave, and then Superworm is back again. Superworm, the swing, the slide, the hula hoop, the fairground ride. Superworm, the belt, the hat, the train, the crane. Then toads and beetles, bees and bugs, brother snails and sister slugs, uncle ant and earwig aunt clap and cheer and chant this chant. Superworm is super long, Superworm is super strong. Watch him wiggle, see him squirm. Hip hip hooray for Superworm. That end page. If you enjoyed that story, which I did, you might want to draw a picture of Superworm and give him something that he can do to save somebody. Glad you enjoyed it.